How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Brawl. Today, we're checking out a Anima Pakal again. And part of I don't need mana right now. Part of it is we got another Impact Tremors, but unlike my initial ideal for Impact Tremors, it is Boros. A 3 mana Boros Impact Tremors, which kind of lines up with Pakal pretty well. Because she how do I explain it? She makes a bunch of tokens, right? Like that part of Impact Tremors is pretty straightforward, but her tokens are also attacking. And part of the benefit of having the tokens be attacking is that the new Impact Tremor is also a pseudo Lord effect, right? It's only half of a Lord effect. It's +1/+0. But 3 mana +1/+0 and an Impact Tremors type effect, like those are some scary stats to have on a card. And our opponent is wondering if they can get away with doing something. And I sure hope so, because next turn is going to be insane if they don't do something amazing. They didn't do something amazing. So this turn is going to be insane. I mean, that's just lethal. That's well over lethal. That was nearly 2 life totals. 18 plus 14 plus. How much were they? Another 14, so 28 plus 18. Nearly 2 life totals. So that's kind of the ideal of the deck. We use effects that benefit off creatures in the battlefield to make Pakal even stronger than she already is. But in general, you don't have to go with like an Impact Tremors package, right? Cathars Crusade is not really Impact Tremors, but it works really well with her in the same way that Impact Tremors does, right? Instead of 1 damage for every creature in the battlefield, it's 1 counter on every creature. Like that adds up real quick, real quick. Um, and it'll just close out the game like we saw there. Um, but I don't know, the war color, it's war color something. And it has to do with her name. She's a very important angel, and I know her name to some degree, but it's escaping me at the moment. Aurelia? Aurelia. Yeah, Warleader's Call. Whenever you see Warleader on a card from Ravnica, it's Aurelia that they're talking about because she is the Warleader. So I think I'm gonna open on Pakal. Just because the next turn I can bolt most things and get my Pakal damage in. So I can bolt most things and get my Pakal damage in. It just works out. I don't know what to say, man. Durgan? Durgan is scary. I'll give you that much, opponent. counterpoint to Durgan, though. We just try to race it. Could just try to race it. Honestly. Because I am doing a lot of damage. Like, the army in the can is, armying in the can pretty heavily. Take action. She's a human so that we can do the good stuff. Rude, opponent. Rude. What am I doing? I think I'm gonna go for Fable. Yeah, I'll take it. I was gonna Fable into Battlements, but not really necessary, I don't think. And I didn't have the mana for it, so. Eee. Battlement and Warp can go. And we might as well just get rid of the problem. Because we are back to doing what we were doing. Our Warleader's call has passed, which is sad. But you can stop me for a moment, opponent, but it's not gonna work indefinitely. Man, our opponent is good at gaining life. They were at 11, so they've gained 10 life. Just sitting around. Do you have a Wrath, opponent? I do, but I'm not going to use it. Ooh, non-bow. You hate to see it, honestly. GG. Those are some good matches. We got one more. Probably two more. I'm being conservative. If they're this fast, like, we'll have two more. But I've been curating my, gotten back into a routine, so I've been able to curate my quests a little bit, and it is always very satisfying to see the 750s just sitting there waiting to be claimed. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, I think. It's not really a good thing because it's the pseudo gambling aspect of Arena that is meant to trigger dopamine in your brain to get you to play more, but it does feel good. But I heard that I think it was China that was getting rid of some kind of loot box standard format for online gaming, and it's like that gets rid of a lot of online gaming. Uh, Dude, Cathars Crusade and this lady are crazy together. Oh, you probably should get rid of that before I do something scary, opponent. The more resources you blow on preventing me from doing stuff, the happier I am. This is the same combo that won us game one. Delena's gonna make it crazy too. You didn't answer, opponent. Tally Primal Conqueror is just not gonna be fast enough, I don't think. As sad as it sounds. Cathars Crusade? I mean, I think that adds up, opponent. Stick is gross. It's very gross. Which is a nice change of place. I haven't played anything really very egregious recently. It's more been can we work things out as opposed to, but I guess this is a can you work things out too, right? Because it's seeing how much a second copy of Impact Tremors affects the Pakal deck. And I think it affects it quite a bit. Because we have free rolls whenever Cathars Crusade comes out. Like, if that's allowed to stick on the battlefield and an attack step happens, it's practically game over. And on the flip side, having the second, do I want this? I don't. Guess I'll keep this. This is, it could be where we fumble from just not having the right mana, but if we don't fumble, you never know. We didn't fumble, but we did draw a tap line that we did not play tapped. I don't know, my brain was in panic mode and thinking that if we didn't draw the land, we could, God's willing, one of our opponent's creatures, but God's willing doesn't work that way. Just doesn't work that way. So let's get Pakal down. Tura. What's her name? Griffin's Errand. Ray La Star. Moon Dancer. I think it's a correct pronunciation. Oh, your opponent had played this before. Nothing that great on my end either. Guess I'm just getting a fountain. Don't want to waste life. Another removal spell? Swagenheim might have another removal spell. Nope, but it does just mean that we're gonna start taking unicorn damage. Celestial Unicorn. Will not block. Mere life intact. I've actually ran into an opponent whose game plan is the exact opposite of what we're doing. Whenever their creatures in the battlefield, they gain life. Whenever our creatures in the battlefield, they lose life. Great in theory. Is there any way out of the question? I think we play Pakal again. We swing just to get the counter on her. We die. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10. So if they play 2 more creatures, we just lose. Actually, if they play 1 more creature, we lose. Or if they fight us down, we lose. GG. Another rough one. Either way, if you enjoyed today's video, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Bye for now.